Hello, shalom. Hi. It will. I open up a soda because it's start to be very hot outside, and I have the sun on my windows on one side of my apartment, so it start to be warm, hot inside my home, and it, it's very important to drink much water, not only soda, but just now I took a soda, but I have also uh, opened up for water. I always filter the water if it's something in the water that is not good for the health. And then I place it in my refrigerator to be cold uh, when I need the water. And we don't have an air conditioner here in Sweden. Uh, we can buy it, and in some new fancy home there is air conditioner, but not in this ordinary complex houses where I live, where we that have not lots of money live. I have two fans in case it be too hot today. But I have not started them yet, because like in many countries the electric bills have raised up, so we have to think about what we do with the electricity. So I wait a little until I hardly can breathe here. And I come to know that for 3-4 years ago, when I took a sauna. Is this steam bath, and I was on my way to faint because of the hot. I didn't understood before that I my brain that have these damages, that it's go bad when it's hot, very hot weather. I can't be out in hot weather. And you ask me, I want to move to Israel then, but I in Israel I can also be inside the house when it's too hot outside, and they have fan or air conditioner there. And I'm not going to be like in prison in my home, because I'm going to drive out when the sun is staying a little lower in the sky. I did that yesterday in the evening at 8 o'clock in the evening, and it was very beautiful and very nice temperature. So I will do it today also. And then I have the money coming in, this exchange money coming in now, but it can wait, because we have only very hot weather in 2 days. On Friday, this is, I think it's Wednesday, and on Friday it will be normal summer temperature here. So then I can drive drive away to get those money, and I have some clothes coming in also that I need to go and catch them, but I don't need to be hurry up, because they can lay there for at least 1 week. And so I stay calm today and wait until it is the sun is lower in the sky. So, and this is July 2022, and it's gonna tomorrow. They think it can be the record of the most hot day tomorrow. So I have to be prepared for that. And then I was talking this called talking because these people that, or it's not people, it's like computer AI, that it may be listen at what I'm talking about for 1 minute, and then it's going away and it doesn't listen for a long time. And so I wanted it to go away before I start to talk about these criminal things that is going on internet. And I have reported it for FBI about it. What's going on? I'm not targeting anyone. I don't target any person, but what is going on? I targeting an event, and it is today. I saw this again, that there is these orange profiles, and it says that to buy a listener from this, I think it's a viral sound or soundviral.com, and they want podcasters, us to, or singers or musicians to buy a listener, and that is not real listener. It is their computers on this website is a scam, and it creating listener, but it's not real listener. So why should you buy listener that is not the listener? It's fake. It's they creating many listener by have many profiles with different kind of names, and do commercial more about this, to buy a listener with an orange profile in it. And I got it today, some of those, because the tag yesterday, or in the evening I did it, the tag was money. So that computer that do this, create this orange to go to that website and buy listener, they take this tag that I write. So I saw that money is one tag where the computer take it up and then it send those orange fake listener to my podcast, and it create hearts so people can see that something is going on there, and they maybe can see those profiles, and then they buy this listener, fake listener, so they create money in that way. And then I check it out. I say that you that listen to the whole episodes, you know I say that I should check it out. So I wrote drugs and money on one episode after that I told you that I should do it, and it created this orange listener that is not listener, it's a computer only. It doesn't listen, maybe not 1 minute, 1 second. And so why should I buy this listener? Because I work for God, and I am sending message from heaven to listener, real listener. So why should I buy this fake listener to create lots of numbers of listener? I have open that you can see how many there is that listener that listen, and you that is real follower of me, you know we live in this time when evil things is more than good things, and people want to hear negative, people want to have this darkness. Everything should be black color, and they have black nails, and they have those tattoos with a cross, and then the devil tattoos and these things all over their body. And we live in that time now. So it's only to hold your peace and don't go into what the world wants you to go into, to these dark forces, that they should not take you and make you not be connected to God. It can be that you in the past was very good person and did the right things, but then you lost your way and you go into the darkness, or you have been in the darkness, been in evil things, but now you are better. And you that have been in this or are going into this, you know, you still can go to heaven. All people is going to heaven, because all people is going to the heavenly court. And those that doesn't repent when they see and hear what they have done in their life here on earth, if they don't repent, they are going to sweep out. They will not exist anymore. And but you that repent and say that I was wrong, I go with the flow. I did what the world wanted me to do, and I see that how wrong I was, and I ask for forgiveness for what I have done. I have been evil also, and my when I have been evil, and it can happen today. I don't know, as it have not. I don't know the future. That if not, heaven is telling me the future, but myself I can't know the future. I don't know 1 second from now what will happen. I maybe fall dead in 5 minutes from now. I don't know. And it's good that we don't know, that we live here and now only, and not in the past. We should live here and now. And I can be a very evil person when something push me and frighten me, and I'm like locked into something evil is on me, and then I can be in it's everything that was in the past, all these evil things that have going on in my life, abusive things in my life. It's like everything is stored up inside me, and when I be in the corner and I can't go out from the situation, and I can be very evil in that situation. And when I come to the heavenly court, God and those other that is in God's in the heavenly court, they know my life, and they know why I have been sometimes evil to people and animals, because of the situation. That is like to have a knife on your throat. You have to do something to not be killed, and that's what I have done. And in that way I have not been nice. I want only to run away, and it can be in many different way I run away, and that is from the past, things that come showing up in that situation. But I don't have it. As soon as if I am not target of a evil force, so I have to escape in some way, and God knows it, and the heavenly court knows that, and I will repent, and I have repent to God that He should forgive me for not be nice, and a few times I was not nice when I didn't know God, and I repent from it, and I have given my life to God, and so I hope I'm okay. But we can only hope to be forgiven and come into heaven, in heaven's all different places it have, and so it's you heard it in the episode about July 17 that it was a scratch. It was not good quality in the beginning of the episode. It was because I was sitting on my laptop and I was on the internet. I use a program, Audio City, and it's hooked up here on internet, and I have had problems with my internet for since February. It have been worse and worse and worse, and for 2 days ago I could hardly be on the internet. It did close down the whole time, and I talked to my provider about it, and they couldn't see any wrong on their side. And I say that I have worked with computers since 1978. I don't know how many years it is, 60 years like that. I don't know, 50 maybe. But long time. And I say that if it's not all things that have with software to do, that I can repair, that I can work with, but not if it's something wrong with the hardware, or if it's out from my home, I can't repair it. And this problem is out from my home, because I have checked everything I can do at home, and I also got a new cord from my provider to my Wi-Fi, my router, Wi-Fi router I have in my home, and I got a new string cord to put into the wall, and still it was even going worse when I got that much better cord than it was with the router. Coming with a router, they have a better cord for me, but it go worse. And my thought is that my neighbor upstairs, this Muslim family, that man, sometimes he's so very strange. He's nice sometimes, but he do things hide things in the secrets. So I think he have done something with the wall. That's the only error reason I can think about. If it's not on my provider side, and it's nothing in my software, because it's on my television, it's on the telephone, is the one that is working as it should, and but it may be take from the outside, because we have this G5 5G tower close to us, so it maybe pick up there. And then this surf plate I have for recording and talking to you, it have been it's okay. It's been okay because I don't use it on internet. So it why I say this, why I assume, sometimes you can assume, be suspicion about some things because of what you have seen before. So I say that it was just when they have moved into this house, this Muslim family, he had an electric bicycle, and he put out the electric cord from his home, and the cord was hanging in the air along our wall on the house and down to the bicycle, so he could research the battery. And my mouth went wrong. Something is coming in that make me talking a little strange now. It's a boy standing there. I see him. It's a young boy that are coming in, standing in this portal, and I think it have with this computer things that he was interested now, and this with a bicycle, this things that is very much about young people is interested. And he pointed out and say, I know it, he said. He don't really understand that he have walk over to the other side, really. He think he can manage things here, literally, but I tell him that you are in the spirit world, and you can do many things in the spirit world, but not handle like hardware things, broken items like that. That you need to have a body, someone coming here to fix it. You can't do it when you're in the spirit world. You can talk to people to come and rescue us and help us, but you can't work with your hands because you have no body. It's only that it's showing up that it's a young spirit that is here, a boy, young, very young, maybe not more than 20 years old, and so he hung the cord down in the air in the rain, and that cord, did I see that it was something that you have inside your home. It should not, the cord should not be outside, and he had it hanging down in the rain, and it could have make fire on this house. It could have killed someone, because our electricity in Sweden is very powerful. It's much more than in the United States, so it's killing you if you get electricity in you, and at least it's shaking you up. Maybe not kill, but you be shaken, and if you have a weak heart, it stop. I don't know if it's you that's saying it, or is this young boy is saying that, or maybe it kick it to run faster, like that. Say about this, that the heart can be stopped. You say the opposite. Or you, someone. I've got it from someone saying this. But it was more like fun, saying, kidding. So I reported it to my landlord to go and tell him that you can't hang a cord, electric cord, streaming electricity in that cord, and it is not for to use it outside. So in that way, I'm thinking that he maybe have done something with the wall to that disturb my internet. And I heard yesterday it was a drill close to my home, and maybe they were upstairs and did some drilling in the wall, because now the internet is working. It have not going down anything. It was one time late yesterday it went down, but it can have been my provider checking out something, and so it's okay again. So it's very much going on with evil things that try to target me. I have talked about that before, and today I have to change my password on Facebook, because someone tried to come into my Facebook account, and it was only 5 days ago I have to change the password the last time, and now after 5 days only I have to change it again. And it have been many times this year that the password have to be changed. And it is not that I never, Facebook asked me to store the password, but I never store the password for Facebook. I don't store it on internet. I have it on my computer in a notepad only, and then I write very strange. I try to not write a word. It's all kind of things I write the password to be, so they can't find it out. But it's not that they don't find it out, my password, but they try to find it out. And that's what Facebook is telling me, that they try to find out my password and could go in and hack my account. So I say that I'm very popular in the negative world. They want to destroy me, and since I have been on the internet since 1994, and I have worked on internet since 1994. There is much about me on the internet because it doesn't go away. It was for many years ago. It was my name was on some sexual things, targeting me as I want to have a sexual boyfriend. And I wrote to them to take that away. You have taken all my information and my name and place it in an ad for sexual things. And they didn't took it away, so I have to let it stay there. And I hope it's gone now. It was somewhere in Brazil or something. They had me. It is making up fake profiles. It have going on the whole time since internet started. That people hide, and then they selling things and telling this is a person that you can connect with, and then they want the money from it. And I see those ads for dating sites. I can see that they have put together many faces, mix it up with faces that is attractive, that is from actors, musicians, people, famous people, that is people see it like attractive person, and they place it on the ads, and people think this man is somewhere there on the dating site, and I want to come in contact with him, but it's only a fake. We have to be awake. We have to be aware that so much fake is going on today. It's very hard to believe anything today, and that is working against me, against everyone that working with the truth, that is work against the good, because it's make the mindset of people to be aware and thinking it's maybe fake, this fake what she is saying, fake things, and then they don't want to listen at me. I see it on the statistics, how many that it was. Sometimes it have been many listen at the podcast, but then in some way the devil have whispered in their ear, and they have decided that this is one of many fake things, and then they disappear. But it's on them, and I understand it can be hard to know what is truth and what is lie, but as soon as it is inside a building, inside a church, inside a temple, or in someone's house that you think they have the authority, and they maybe say they have the authority of God to tell you this so-called truth, and you believe it, but you can't believe this. my podcast and what I'm talking about, and the spirits that is coming here and talk to us, not only to you, it's for me also, because I have learned very much from what they have told us. It have not been something I had knew before they coming and tell us. So I have been educated very much since the podcast started and the spirits have coming. And it's very sad that people decide to deny, to decide to believe this is fake, this is a lie. I look out in Jesus' garden, my garden here outside. I have very much butterflies flying around to my flowers. It's very beautiful view I have just now. I have a little open up the blind so I can see out in my garden. And I have very, very much flowers in my garden. And there is beautiful, beautiful butterflies flying around. And I tell you that those hives, the bee hives that we had before, and it was people from, I think, from the past Yugoslavia that was holding those. They are gone. The city, they had these hives on the city grounds, and it's only a forest. It's a meadow, but it's nothing in the meadow. But they didn't let them be there. I think this is also one of these evil things that going on. It's out from the city. I live on the outside of the city. It's and they did good things, the bees, for the nature, but they don't. The cities took it away, and it's very, very sad. But I still I see bees and humblebees flying around in my flowers now, and they still find my garden, so Jesus' garden. My garden is named Jesus' garden because I have seen Jesus in heaven, and he was in a garden, so that's why I call the garden I have Jesus' garden. So I don't know what it was more I should tell, but I be touched of a spirit now that it's very strong now. It's very strong in my head. This is not the boy. It is not the boy because I saw him, but this spirit is something I can't see. You know, it have started to be like that. It have been now for 2 or 3 months that I don't see a body. I only feel the spirit, and it's a spirit coming, and I will see if the spirit want to talk. the first word he's saying is flying. He's showing me a picture in my mind, not from the outside. In my mind I see it's like it's flying, and he say it like comparing with these bees that are flying, and the butterfly that is flying from flower to flower to flower. And he is saying that those spirits from heaven, they are doing this now. And I have to ask him if it's on you that listen, or is it all over the world going on? And he answered me, all over the world. So it's not it's on you that listen also, but it's all over the world. You say it's dropping down like those bees and butterflies going down to flower to flower to flower to flower, the whole time, dropping down and place themselves for some seconds and take the nectar from the flowers. And he say that's how we drop down now on earth. We drop down to when the bees and the butterflies is dropping down on the floor, on the flower, and take up the nectar. They also make the seed for our flowers. So the seed is coming out from these flowers that they have been to. And this is, he's talking symbolic, but it is about what's going on now. And the flower carrying seeds that will drop down in the soil and bring more flowers, growing up the seed to be more flowers, more beauty, is more positive things. It's have going to start, but it's a season yet to come before it's starting, because just now is it that they make the seed today, and the seed it take until next year for it to come up as new plants. And that is what he's talking about, this very, very strong spirit that is it's not this ordinary spirit. If I'm sorry that I say ordinary spirit, but those spirits that I can see, so it's different. From today I know this, that those I can't see is those that is have this powerful work to do in heaven, targeting earth. And he's saying this because it's it's so very strong, so it's hard to talk. He's saying this, that the tribulation, it started 2019, and it's going to be next year. It's going to be the peak of the tribulation. It's gonna be the worst year. But in the same time, it started to growing up these beautiful plants that is starting to do it today, the seed. And the seed is going to create plants, good plants. So it is next season, 2023. It's gonna be the peak of the tribulation, but the peak in the same time, it will growing plants of goodness in it. That's what the Spirit is promise us, to hold your peace and be sure to wait for the season to come, and don't stress about what's going on in your life and do bad decisions. You have to wait a season. He is talking about you that is on your way to think that you should make a suicide or hurt yourself to think you're gonna find the solution of your problem by make people pay attention to you. But it's not how you should do it. You should wait a season, he say to you. It's gonna be very hard next year. Next season will be very, very hard. But in the same time, it's coming up, these plants. Now I have to go and help the butterfly with the birds have coming into the garden. So thank you for listening, and God bless you.